body and soul. I'm a freak, I'm a freak.
Hey there everybody, it's Tribal Butterfly back again. Now for those of you who are wondering, hey, why does she look exactly the same way she did in her last episode? Well, my makeup is done now, so I'm not wasting it. I decided to jump right into filming my episode 12. Here I am for episode 12, here it comes at you, hope you like it. All my questions from episode 12 come from Neonat at 7, and Neonat at 7 asks, would you rather the world be taken over by zombies, vampires, or werewolves? Well, you know what? I've actually thought of that in the past. Isn't that weird? There was that huge point in time where everybody was coming out with zombie movies, remember? So I got to thinking, what would the world be like if it did get, taken over by zombies? And as scary and unhappy as I think it would be, it actually sounds kind of fun because zombies can be pretty stupid. You can tease the zombies and they don't run very fast. You can kind of throw things at them from roofs and stuff, so you can kind of toy with them and stuff. That would be totally fun. I think that would be awesome. So if the world got taken over by zombies, I probably would be scared out of my wits, but I think it'd be fun. I think I'd have a good time too. So I would have to say zombies.
I'm a freak, I'm a freak.
I think it'd be fun. Neonat at 7 asks, you're always so happy. Don't you ever get sad or cry? Of course I get sad, and of course I cry. Yeah, of course I get sad, and of course I cry. I also get angry. I've been angry before. Actually, you know what? The last couple of weeks have been really emotional for me, I have to say. I have been every range of emotion that I could possibly have in the last month. Yeah, I do. Of course I get sad. So yeah, of course I do. Of course I get sad, and of course I cry. I get angry too, it's not easy to do, but it happens. For example, about 2 weeks ago, I got in trouble on the bus. Not the same bus as the guy who gave me chocolate, another bus. To get on the bus that I go on, you have to buy your ticket first, and then you get on the bus. And you buy the ticket at a machine, and I bought my ticket at the machine. Like I'm supposed to. I'm not one of those people who doesn't buy their ticket. And what happened was the machine printed it, I guess, but the piece of paper that was left in the machine was someone else's old ticket. I don't know what happened, but they left it behind. So I grabbed theirs and it was expired, thinking that it was mine. I was stupid and I didn't make sure. It was my fault. So anyways, it just happened to be that the day that I took the bus and that I screwed up with the ticket, because I buy my tickets every single time. I can show you a pile of tickets like this that I have. And the one day that I screw up in buying my ticket, the people who come on the bus to make sure that everybody who's on the bus is paid for it came on. And because I didn't have a valid ticket, I got charged $150. And I was so mad because it's I always buy my ticket. And the one day that something happened, fate frowned upon me and was like, you're getting screwed over today. I got fined $150. And what sucks was I originally that morning didn't want to go to work that day. And I did because I was like, no, I need the money. I'm going to go back to school. I need to pay for my tuition. And so I went to work that day, and I only made $90 that day. My fine was $150. So it's it cost me $70 to go to work. How is that fair? So that pissed me off. So yeah, I feared it. And it happens, But the reason why you guys always see me so positive all the time is not because I'm just not showing you the negative. It's honestly because I truly believe that everything that happens in life, even the negative stuff, and you guys have heard me say this before, you must be so tired of it by now, but everything that happens, positive or negative, you can get something positive out of it. And that's a great thing. And when you realize that, you can't really stay mad at stuff too much because you know that there's a future ahead of you that's bright. As long as you can take the challenges that come towards you in your life and you can use them to your advantage and you can learn from them. That's how come I'm always positive. And yeah, I get upset and I get sad and I get hurt and I get scared and I'm a normal person. I have all of that range of emotion, but it's all about being able to prevail over it. So yeah, if I'm happy all the time, it's because I choose to be, not because I'm acting.
Break.
Last question from Nanonet at whatever your name is. me more about the ghost? I'm asking because I'm doing a study on ghosts, and we're calling the black ones shadow folk. Oh, I was totally gonna ask my mom. I don't really know all the stories, I just know about my own stories. As for myself personally, when I lived in my old apartment, that was a lot worse than it was here. Here we don't get anything. But I remember one thing that happened to me during the daytime when I was little is I love balloons, especially helium-filled ones. And we live 7 stories up, and all the windows in the house were closed because I don't like to be cold. So we have all the windows in the house closed. And I had a balloon in my room, a helium-filled balloon, and it was down the hall in my bedroom, and my bedroom door was closed. And I was sitting on the other end of the house in front of the TV in the living room, and I remember I was probably like 8 or so, and I remember hearing the door to my room slam open, and very, very gently, very, very slowly, with no windows open in the house, my balloon from my bedroom floated out of my room, turned, went down the hall, stopped right in front of me, and I was just looking at this thing, and I was like, what? I touched it and it popped. And that was really freaky. I know that on my father's side, my grandmother, she was setting up the house, and these weird things were always happening to them. Like, she said when my father was 1, he just started learning to walk. He was walking towards the balcony, and that the balcony door, which is a huge, heavy glass sliding door, shut behind him and locked itself, locking my father out on the balcony. She would see like evil spirits coming at night, and it actually got really bad. At one point, we had to go to the church, and we had to get them to exorcise her house, and that was freaky. So yeah, one thing that I really remember though is before we moved into my house where we live now, we checked the ground to make sure that there was no freakiness supposedly going on, and there wasn't. And when we moved here, I remember ever since moving here, I've always felt this sense of loneliness. You know, the house feels empty, you know, whereas in the apartment, you never felt alone. Like, you always felt that there were people around you. And growing up with that, that's just something you're used to, so it doesn't bother you. But living here where I am now, where there is no spirits, you feel very alone, and it can be really uncomfortable sometimes when you're not used to that. Although I do have to say though, in the past maybe year and a half, I have been feeling a few more things around my house than I have been previously, and it's a little freaky. Spirits kind of follow my family around. But so far nothing really has happened other than things I can just explain as, oh, I'm just seeing things. So yeah, I don't really know what to tell you, I'm sorry. A lot of stuff happened before I was born, and a lot of stuff happened when I was really, really young, so I don't remember much of it. But what I did remember, there you go. So yeah, that's it for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed episode 12, and I'm really tired right now because I just made my episode 11 and I did episode 12 right after, so now I'm a little sleepy. But, so sorry if this video sucked because of that, but I hope that answered your questions, and thanks for asking. Bye!